31's the mic. Okay, double up. 31's the mic.
Jameis to throw it. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yo.
Check even.
Nah, he ain't here, fellas. Bump out there.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
Okay.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Fighting the cold.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I don't want to show it, so I'm going to reset it. There it goes. Now show it. Yes, he's going past. I'm going for it.
From the shotgun, it's Winston.
He don't want to do that. Oh,
he's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40.
I meant to say my middle is my weakness because I blitz a lot.
Keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really
get
does.
those sacks.
We're talking about an era
like the middle
in the
right
game
now is open.
where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in
this
the
guy
bunch.
if I
mean,
find
we talk
him.
about collectively, it's unbelievable. So
There's the
their
slant.
ability to
There it
move
goes.
is
He's gonna
practiced
run.
now.
No,
It's
we
not-
got
And
him.
the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Good job, D-line.
Dexter Lawrence brings him
switching
down, and
out
that's a
this.
play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm going deep first play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit
Just
better
throw it
here
out
on
there.
2nd and 16.
Pull the tree. You watch that slant. Who are you supposed to play? Okay. You going tight end left though.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
2nd and 7 at the Giants' 23-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. So that'll back him up 5.
ready. Blue ready. Let's go, defense. Green, Timothy.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And this will be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On third down, Winston. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play, and a Buccaneer first down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Well, he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
A 21-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Faking the give to Barkley, now Manning. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by the... Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Jones. And he's going to go down again. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jones operating from the gun. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
He got me by surprise first drive. Now I gotta work on something here.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here is away. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs are getting ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. A first down carry for Barkley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Barkley. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range. And you're
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And this one's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, that's caught by Penny. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. That one caught by Ellison. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
I don't even know what the fuck play. Oh, what the fuck?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Right here. 31's the mic. Easy. You ain't doing nothing today. 31's the mic.
From the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Ready? You ready? Mike, 27. We got it. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Come on, Easy. Hey, Mike 47. Bound to lose one. Hey, check Mike 47. Check. Let him go.
Jameis now on 1st down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Easy. 65. 47. Mike 47. Hey, we have you.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Mike 47.
Winston now. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half as the Buccaneers tack on. This time, the extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 15 yards on the play, first down. On first down, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
45, Mike, 45. There we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 36, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Easy.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Jameis now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
We take it easy. Mike 47. Mike 47.
Now Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
47 is the mic.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And break, the tight end's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Buying time to his left. They'll find Barber out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Man left. 3 down. Under 10.
Winston running the out, and Winston lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's into the clear. The 40, 30, 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 47's the mark.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
He's not going to get me. Right.
Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch left. He's stopping there. Easy. Don't drop the helmet. Flip. Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Winston's pass intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's our time. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Winston on 4th down. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Back now in Tampa, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hello? What's up? I don't know. I spoke to the athletic director. She said she was ordering them. Huh? What?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Oh, okay. You should have told me that first.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. He completes it to Tate. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Jones now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Bravo. On the ball.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw.
Damn!
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 17 yards and a giant first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He's going to go up top for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Jones throwing again. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jones now operating from the gun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
A first down throw for Winston. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, ready. Move ready. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 47 to Mark. Check, 47. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Winston. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on fourth down, honors the punt team sending this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But
this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 77 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed it.
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Check 15, 6-6, pull it high.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones and Dominican Sue with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.